And soon after the birth, you're going to find the Father, and you're going to find him as yourself. Then you tell it to those whom the Father draws, but you are the Father. You are drawing your own now. They're all coming to you that can come. Many fall by the wayside. They can't take it, so they go back. They can't conceive for one moment that Christ means what you're talking about. You haven't had the experience. You know what you're talking about. They have a fixed idea concerning what Christ is. The minute they use the word, they have something on the outside. You use the word, and you mean only one thing. Your own wonderful human imagination. There is no other Christ. There is no other God. There is no other Father. That is the divine body of the Lord Jesus Christ, your own wonderful human imagination. But it has to be born again. Born from above. And it comes in the unexpected, abnormal part of the body, right out of the skull. And when it comes out, and you tell the world, you cannot then ever appear as the one you so profoundly know that you are. If you do, and you try to put on all the nonsense about it, you're simply going to be a caricature of yourself. Many years ago, maybe 12 years ago, I went to my friend's office on Sunset. And this very good-looking man, a handsome man, about 6 feet, all dressed in his nice long white robe with a little girdle around his belt, around his belly, no shoes. It was a hot summer's day, with a black beard, beautifully trimmed here to his shoulder. Someone once told him he looked like Christ. And so he's going to play his part. So he came in asking for money. And my friend and his wife, they work together. She is the secretary and he is the agent. And they said, no, we give to charity, but we give through organized things like the Red Cross and so on. We do not give this way. He was insulting in the most, unmerciful manner. He was now playing the part of Christ. He asked me, he said, brother, would you give me something? I said, yes. So I gave him $1. He thanked me. He pronounced a blessing upon me, a curse upon them. He is Christ. So my friend said to me after he left, why did you give him $1? I said, I go to a picture and I spend $3, $3.50 for a show. This is funnier. This is far more amusing. Here is this thing. What's $1? Let him go out and have himself a sandwich for his $1 or whatever he wants. Well, here someone someday misled him. There is no physical description of Jesus in the Bible. None whatsoever. But someone, based upon the pictures that artists have painted over the years, told him he looks like Christ. And so he began to be more and more in the outward appearance of Christ. But you see, I was born with that sense of humor. He amused me, so I gave him $1 for it. Turn away. Any man who thinks he is holy and puts on that act for you, just turn away. For no man who has had the experience is going to put on any appearance concerning what he knows he is. Because you can't describe it in flesh and blood. You could not in any way dress up to look like the being that you know that you are. For no mortal eye could see it. It takes the incurrent eye. It takes the eye of Peter, whether it be a little girl of 8 months or 8 years, or a lady of 30. It takes the incurrent eye to see the being that you really are. And you don't care who sees it. You know what one has to see it. One has to bear witness to what you know from your own experience. But you aren't going to go out and talk about it because no mortal eye can see it. So I say it is a law of human, I would say, understanding that the man who actually has experienced it, I call him a conscious man. All the others are sleeping. But the conscious man shall not appear as the one that he actually knows in the depth of his being that he is. Because if he does make any attempt to appear that way, he's only fooling himself, and he simply makes a caricature of himself. And this is what Paul meant when he said, not to know Christ after the flesh. For he's not of the flesh. He's a completely different being. He's supernatural.